It started with a whisper. Then came the speculation. Now the storm is here. What if I told you the Buffalo Bills were linked to one of the most explosive wide receivers in NFL history? And what if that same week contract drama with a rising star running back emerged just as questions about Josh Allen's arsenal reached a boiling point? From Tyreek Hill shockwaves to James Cook's contract standoff, to the pressure now mounting on Dalton Kincaid to silence critics. Bills Mafia. This is not just another off-season update. This is your team on the brink of a defining moment. Buckle up. We're diving deep into the storylines that could change everything in Buffalo. In a perfect world, the Buffalo Bills would add a proven dominant wide receiver before launching another Super Bowl-caliber season. Sure, they've got rising talent in Khalil Shakir and exciting potential in rookie Keon Coleman, but is that enough? With veterans like Joshua Palmer and Elijah Moore expected to contribute more as depth than game changers, Buffalo's WR room still feels like it's missing a true WR1. That's exactly why NFL insider Mike Florio dropped a bombshell this week, naming the Bills as a team that should consider pursuing none other than Dolphins superstar wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Yes, you heard that right. Florio listed Buffalo alongside teams like the Ravens, Texans, Chargers, and 49ers as franchises that should at the very least explore what it would take to acquire Hill, a game-breaking player who could transform Buffalo's offense overnight. Imagine Tyreek lining up opposite Keon Coleman, giving Josh Allen a blazing vertical threat capable of stretching any defense in the league. It's a fantasy scenario. And that's exactly what it will likely remain, because here's the catch, or rather, the many catches. First, Miami has zero interest in helping Buffalo get back to the Super Bowl. Even if the Dolphins were open to moving Hill, which they aren't, there's the matter of his monster contract. Hill is owed a whopping $27.6 million in guaranteed money through 2025. The Bills, they have just $1.6 million in cap space left. No amount of cap wizardry from GM Brandon Beane can squeeze that deal in, at least not without some serious roster surgery. And finally, Dolphins GM Chris Grier has publicly made it clear it would take 2 first-round picks just to get Miami to pick up the phone. So, as thrilling as it is to imagine Hill in a Bills jersey, the reality is this. It's a non-starter. Still, the rumor alone speaks volumes about the pressure to upgrade the offense and the lengths some believe the Bills might need to go to finally get over the hump. While the Tyreek dream fades, a very real situation is brewing much closer to home, and it centers around Buffalo's starting running back, James Cook. Cook didn't show up for voluntary OTAAS. Not exactly a red alert moment. It's May after all. But when you peel back the layers, there's something bigger going on. Cook wants a new deal, and not just any deal. We're talking about a contract that puts him among the highest paid backs in the league. With Saquon Barkley, 20.6 matter, APY Christian McCaffrey, 19 matter, and Jonathan Taylor, 14M, setting the standard. Cook's camp reportedly sees him in that elite group, but the Bills aren't biting. According to NFL insider Peter Schrager, the team is aiming for something closer to $15 million per year, a major gap in expectations. Beane has already extended several key players this offseason, leaving the Bills tight against the cap with just 1.6 million mappers remaining. The phrase Schrager used, they'll have to find a middle ground. And here's where things get tense. If a deal doesn't happen soon, Cook would enter the final year of his rookie contract, a situation most NFL players despise. Risk of injury, lack of long-term security, and the uncertainty of next off-season hang over his future. Unless Beane pulls off some salary cap magic, and that's a big ask right now. The most likely scenario is that Cook plays out 2025 under his current deal, hoping a breakout year forces Buffalo's hand. But here's the risk. What if the standoff creates tension inside the locker room? What if Cook, frustrated and undervalued, doesn't deliver the same spark? In a league where one play can change a season, that uncertainty looms large. If there's one player with a golden opportunity to flip this narrative, it's tight end Dalton Kincaid. Buffalo made waves when they traded up to the 25th overall pick to draft him in 2023. His rookie year, electric, 73 receptions, tons of promise. But 2024 told a different story. Just 44 catches, injuries to his clavicle and knees, and worst of all, he dropped Josh Allen's desperation pass in the final play of the AFC Championship loss to the Chiefs. Critics quickly turned. Was Kincaid just a one-year wonder? Was being wrong to bet so heavily on a tight end? Now comes the redemption arc. NFL.com's Jeffrey Chadha just named Kincaid as one of the T